like I'm crowning, like the shit is literally coming out of my ass.
I can
he's
smell
like,
the story.
he's like, and I'm just pacing, and I felt it just come out of me. Like I could not hold it back. And I was wearing corduroy pants, and I could feel like a chunk slide down from my loose underwear.
If you ever see him in corduroy pants, stay away. Welcome back to the podcast, guys.
Hello,
We have a 3-person episode today.
Shamli is here in spirit.
And don't ask where Fahim is, he's dead. He just confirmed.
Actually, Wednesday he went back to his home country, so
Yeah, he's back in North Korea. Okay, guys, I wanted to ask you guys a question. What is your most embarrassing story ever?
My life. Where do I begin? Most embarrassing. No, I've
Most
had-
embarrassing childhood story and maybe most embarrassing adult story.
You take this, I'll think about it.
I was in 7th grade, and I shat my pants in my friend's house.
Oh, is it in Anirudh's house?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is a terrible
Everything
story.
is
This
a
is like-
shitting story.
This is like really bad. So basically, he had corn, and we used to have. He's from Tamil. My friend Anirudh, we used to go for swimming, and we were really close. He's from Tamil Nadu. I'm from Kerala. We always had rivalry at the time in Moscow about who can handle more spice, that kind of shit. So we both were having corn. I'm in his house. It was like a Friday afternoon after school. And he put chili powder on his, and I was like, fuck you, I can take more chili powder. And I put more chili powder on mine. And I didn't know the effects of chili powder on the lower intestine. And so I ate the corn. We went downstairs for football, and I could feel my stomach start to bubble up. And I have this rule where I don't take a shit anywhere outside of home. Like I need to take a shit at home. So I'm trying to hold it as much as possible. And then I thought, about mission, I need to take a shit in Anirudh's house. So after a lot of deliberation, I've gone upstairs. I've entered his house, and he has one bathroom. And I open the bathroom, and his dad is there shaving in a towel. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry, uncle. But at the same time, the shit is literally, like I'm crowning. Like the shit is literally coming out of my ass. And
You can
he's
smell
like,
the story.
he's like, can you wait for 5 minutes? I'll just be done. I was like, yeah, I can wait for 5 minutes. And then I went to his room, and I'm just pacing, and I felt it. Just like the shit just come out of me. Like I could not hold it back. And I was wearing corduroy pants, and I could feel like a chunk slide down from my loose underwear onto my like
Again, I can smell the story.
This is
onto
embarrassing
my
for all of
sock.
us.
So then
This is my most embarrassing story. Being known.
so then uncle walks out, and I'm holding my pants like this so that the shit doesn't come out on his living room floor. And I walked to the toilet. He's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I went, and I got on the pot, shat.
Oh my god.
How
Sorry, guys.
unprofessional,
Sorry, guys, sorry.
Sharan.
Thank God
How
Shawari isn't here.
Yeah.
unprofessional.
I'm glad Shawari is not here.
Well, she'll see this.
So when I took my pants off in his bathroom, like the shit just went everywhere. Like it was like nuclear war zone. And then I had to spend like an hour just cleaning up the bathroom after I took a shit. Like I was like picking up chunks of shit off the ground, putting it into the dustbin.
Guys, for context, in Russia, most houses, like flats, have one bathroom. So
So it's like, yeah. So
they got have 5 rooms, but one bathroom.
So then by the time auntie came out, Anirudh came home, they've been knocking, they've been like, are you okay? They think I've had like a panic attack or something. And then I just...
Then they saw it, they're having a panic.
Yeah, like every step of this journey was so difficult because like after that I have to get out and face them and I have to tell them what's happened to their bathroom. And then I got
But
out, I
you're
apologized.
standing like pantless.
Yeah, I told auntie like, hey auntie, can I have another pair of pants? I'm gonna take a shower here. And they gave me like all the
You
stuff
might
I
have to
needed.
change your bathroom.
Yeah. Then
Your
2
house.
months later I went back again and they had renovated their toilet.
And you
Like,
didn't even pay for
Yeah, I
it.
didn't
You
have
didn't
to
even
pay for it.
offer.
But yeah, that's my most embarrassing story of all time period.
Oh my god.
But I had the same experience.
You were in the same bathroom.
The same house.
Dude, I shat myself. But
Where?
it was water.
Where?
When I had diarrhea this time.
This time? Wait,
I was in
chat?
the bathroom. But so, you know,
That's
I
not
don't
embarrassing.
mind.
That
There's
is
no.
normal.
But I felt so
No,
embarrassed.
as in she was not on the pot.
Huh?
Yeah, like, there's no bathroom in my room, no?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I use my mom's, like
Yeah.
my mom and I share a bathroom. There's no attached bathroom in my room. And so you have to like run.
Yeah.
So I just got home. This is the day I got the diarrhea, thanks
Yeah.
to the soup in your house. And I took a shower. I already went 3 times in the bathroom, and it's just water. I'm just shitting water at this time, at this point. And then I went and I told my dad I'm sick. He gave me one medicine and all that. I'm like getting ready for bed, like I'm literally lifting my blanket, and I'm like, oh no. I remember throwing things away, like from the bed, running, open the bathroom door. I entered, and it just went.
Oh.
And it's like so the thing is, I'm like, why am I peeing myself? But it was not
Just
pee.
pee through your asshole.
Yeah, and it was just water. And I had to clean it. I had to put shampoo, double clean the bathroom, clean myself. And I'm like, I'm 31 and I shat myself.
That's crazy.
What is yours?
Mine, obviously, everybody. I feel like everybody is sharing stories, but
Yeah, I feel like
one-
your sharing stories are so regular that it's not
yeah,
that
it's not embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's just normal.
just
because everyone's a part of the effort.
Yeah,
yeah, we're all there.
but I feel like when the moment I hear the word embarrassing, one story which comes to my mind is, I don't know if I've ever said this or maybe I have. This is when we used to live in Russia and then we used to come to India for holidays, right? So we used to live at our cousin's house, which is Chakula's habitat
Oh,
in
that time.
Tevra here. And obviously, like every Indian family, you dry your clothes out like in the balcony. So one day, I think I was in like maybe 8th grade. So as 8th graders, boys are very rowdy and like they're mean to each other. And so I was part of the mean
I
group.
think generally boys.
Yeah, I was part of the mean group. So we were like 4, 5 boys, and we were mean to everyone and to each other. But but
What's
mostly
your
with-
bros.
changed in the last
yeah,
5
just
years?
bros, yeah. And so we finished playing football and we are walking towards the building which my cousins. So there are many buildings. It's in a compound, right? So we're walking towards my building, and suddenly one of my friends goes, "Oh my God, whose is that disgusting underwear?" And I'm seeing it from far. So I was like, "Ha ha 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 ha!" Someone's underwear has flown off their house, and it's like on the floor, and it had like an American pattern or like American flag pattern on it. So he is very close. He has reached the object already. I'm walking with 2 of my friends. He has 2 people with him. And he's there laughing and they're making fun of it. And as I come closer to it, and there are like holes in the underwear and stuff. And as I come closer, I realize it's my underwear. It had flown off the balcony.
So what did you do in that? Do you like claim it or do you?
No, I
like,
didn't claim it. I just made fun of the underwear. I was
Yeah,
like,
fuck
which,
you."
which fucking loser would wear this underwear?
But why was it bad? It just looked disintegrated? Or?
Yeah, it looked disintegrated. Like the American flag had a hole in it. It was a proper American flag underwear. And like there was a hole in it. And I don't know, I feel like just seeing underwear on the floor, like a
that,
wet underwear,
yeah.
was funny. But I joined in and made fun of
That's
myself.
just, imagine what the underwear thought. Like after everything you guys had been through.
The entire school once saw my underwear. It's
Really?
still one of the top 10 embarrassing
How?
school stories of my life. So in Bhavan's, I don't know how Choice had the national anthem thingy. Was it morning assembly or?
It was I was going to say in the night. No,
Choice
dispersal.
had a nightlife.
Dispersal time.
Yeah, so that's when we also had this thing. So usually around that time when the bell rings, you have to stay where you are when the thing starts. You can't just like join a line. You just have to this thing. So my school, it's like a C, like three buildings, and like this part is the
foyer.
stage.
Yeah.
Foyer.
And
Foyer, I mean.
Foyer. That's how I've heard it called in Choice. I've only heard this word in Choice, by the
the
way.
foyer. And so I was standing, my class had like library period, so we were standing here and the rest of the school is here. So opposite is like my 1-year senior batch, which is like my exes, and all my friends are like, I can make eye contact with all of them. And then everybody's assembled. And around that time, it was very windy. Always like 2:30, 2:40 was fucking windy. And we have a pinafore, like a skirt for girls. And this was what? I think it was 10th grade. And then assembly starts and it's like Jana Gana Mana Adina.
Oh my
At
God.
Adinaiga, my skirt just like went full Marilyn Monroe.
of
To a point where, as it's happening, I remember in slow motion, like one of my friends I was making eye contact with, he went like this. And literally, the entire boys' line was collapsing laughing.
Oh my god.
I just remember being like, oh man. And then I was like, I didn't cry, but I was like, oh dude, this happened, this happened. My friend was like, I don't think anybody saw it. And then at the gate, everybody's like, blue polka dots.
Oh
And I
my
was like, oh
God.
no.
I don't think you can come back from that.
I still haven't.
This something very similar but more extreme happened to me in class once. On Wednesdays we get to wear
Colored dress.
not color dress. You get to wear sports dress. You get to wear like track suit and stuff. So I have this again habit of wearing very loose underwear, very loose boxers under my pants. And I was class monitor at the time. This is like 7th or 8th grade. And that was the time when like guys pants each other. So I'm like asking the class to keep quiet. I'm standing in the front of the class in front of the board and stuff. And this guy comes from behind me and he pants me. Except he also pants my, like, I didn't realize. But, so I'm still looking at the class because I'm like, yeah, my underwear is still on. Fuck it. I'm a stand. But then I remember like a few of the girls are like turned around.
Wait,
And
which
then-
class was this?
This is like 7th or 8th grade. And then they turned and like, I remember the shock. And then I looked down. I remember my shock. And then like I immediately pulled up. And like ever since that day, like classes felt like home to me. Like they just accepted
They
it
know
for
you
what it was.
inside
Yeah,
out.
they never made fun of it or anything. It was just like a moment in class. And yeah, that was quite bad.
School. The entire school life only was embarrassing for me.
Yeah.
Would you go back to school again
No.
if given it? Okay.
Would you?
Finished? No fucking way. I hated school.
Really?
Yeah.
But you
I
were
only
the
You were like
popular.
you were like the king in school.
Yeah.
You were the fastest guy from first grade till 12th
Yeah.
grade.
No, there were years where
You-
there were
yeah.
dark years. But no, I mean, I don't know. School was not fun.
But dark
I mean,
years because like dating life dark years.
yeah, but like also like studies wise, like there's so much structure in school. Like if you have to do everything what everybody else is doing, and then I remember like I used to have proper depression every Sunday evening, knowing that I have to go to school.
Yeah. Mine was
Monday.
for 12 years straight. It never went away.
Yeah,
But you were good at studies, no? Academically, you were.
I mean there were years when I was bad. Like I feel like studies wise, if you at the start of the year you fuck up, then you always playing catch up, right? So then
Yeah.
So Shatta used to do this weird thing where he will hide and study. Like he will wait for me, mama, papa to sleep. Then only he will start studying. I don't know.
because my identity was that I never studied. So like
He
if
needed
I-
to live up to that for some reason.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
But you never enjoyed studying?
I hated studying.
I-
Like now when I think of it, I'm like, why like I remember like I think my toughest days in life were like 10th grade board exams. And 12th grade. Like life was so easy after that. Like I remember the fucking anxiety. Oh my god, the anxiety I felt the day before my first board exam, which is in 10th grade, which was SST exam. It was geography, history, and what civics.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't like I had shivers in the night, and then I got up and then like went for the exam, and then like it was bad.
I miss school because damn the spirit of Shamali studio.
the seat.
It's the seat. Like I miss it because like there's like a clear thing you do, then there's outcome, and then if you do that thing well, you get a lot of validation, you're given importance, and then if you don't, I feel like real life is not like that. Like you have to decide in real life what you have to do.
Can't relate now.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
But like in school, it's so easy. It's so linear. Like
Yeah.
success is so easy to like success in school.
Like it's like you do this, you will
Yeah.
get.
This is
there.
your job for that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that, so I never enjoy.
You don't enjoy that linearity.
No.
Especially the school, because you have to. There is no way but listen to the rules and follow it. Right? There are consequences if you don't.
Yeah.
There's no way you had an individuality. If you had an individuality, you have to back it up with marks. At least in my school, it was like that.
But like what I realized was how times have changed, because I recently went with Abhiram to Choice, and Abhiram is extremely friendly with the teachers because he studied there from like 6th grade, I think, and he's always been like a teacher's pet. So we went to Choice School and we met some of the teachers, and we realized how scared teachers are of kids nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, it's incredible to watch how much like times have changed, how they have themselves grown as individuals, because obviously teachers are also humans at the end of the day. They've also had bad days, good days. So once I remember, like not once, like this time, Abhiram met one of the, I think it was a computer teacher. So apparently, when he was in 6th or 7th grade, she gave, because I don't know if it was because he didn't have any friends or something. This computer teacher, gave him a friendship band. So Abhiram remembers that. So when Abhiram meets this teacher, Abhiram's like, "Oh, ma'am, I remember how you made me feel so happy when you gave me that friendship band." And she doesn't remember this, but she's like, she laughed and she said, "Oh, I'm glad you felt happy that day." And then suddenly she goes, "There is no way we can do that nowadays. Like, there is no way."
She told you that.
Like, she told us, she told Abhiram, I was standing there.
As in, she can't give us.
Like, those kind of things don't happen anymore. Like, there is no relationship between teachers and students. They're just there to teach, and students are there just to learn. There's no personal, like, you know.
Yeah, you used to have like a relationship with the teachers. Like some teachers are more
Yeah,
chill,
some teachers you're more like, you
Closer
like
to.
them more. They like you more. But they're like, nowadays kids are just fucking detached. Like, they don't give a fuck. And
But
you
why are they
can't-
scared? Because of.
like something will happen.
like woke culture and stuff, I guess.
Ah.
Like, you can't hit kids like
Yeah,
obviously
how
the
we-
parents will
yeah.
come and fucking fuck you up.
Yeah, I feel like parents are much more anal about things nowadays. So this happened when I was in the 7th grade. There used to be this teacher called Sita ma'am. I don't know if she taught you. She was our math teacher. She was like this cool, but like very, those teachers who are very short tempered, but also they're very cool.
I feel like that's a pattern with math teachers.
Yeah.
They're always unhinged.
I mean, this one was quite cool actually, like because I got good grades, so she was nice to me. But basically, she used to beat the shit out of us, like if we did something very
Yeah.
stupid usually. And then one of the parents complained and said, "You can't hit." And then she came to class crying. She came to class crying and said, like, "Yeah, this is what teaching has become these days. You can't even beat your own kids anymore."
We don't.
And then like a few of us, especially me, went to her after class and we were like, "Ma'am, you can beat us." And she's like, "What?"
Fuck.
And she teared up again.
These stories are so weird.
But this change started happening during my time in school. Like,
Yeah, it's probably started like around that time, but like now it's at its peak.
yeah.
I don't know. That way, I wish it was like this when I was growing up. Because a lot of shit that was happening when I was in school wouldn't fly that.
Yeah, but I feel like there's no balance. Back then, when we were in school, it was really bad. Now it's really bad in the other direction. Like,
Like,
when we were in school, teachers used to abuse us, and
say
there was
things.
like different levels of abuse, which were all not okay.
Yeah.
And we, as kids, also in the time of we were growing up, we didn't know how to like stand up to elders and say
And we
no.
are not supposed to.
We're not supposed to. Like, that's what we've been taught. I feel like these kids, too much aura.
Too much.
Much aura.
they will fuck you up if you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
listen
they
to them.
also hold power.
Yeah, they know what. Like, I feel like very early on they are taught what they like and what they
Yeah.
don't, and what they're okay with and what they're not, and then you're screwed.
Damn.
I feel like most kids now, like at that age, back in my time, it was like, oh, we want to be a football player or we want to play like video games professionally. Now it must be like YouTuber, content creator.
Yeah. I went to school and one kid came running to me saying, "Hey man, I love your work. I'm a streamer. Can you follow me on YouTube?"
Which class?
I think 8th grade or 9th
That is
grade.
crazy.
I
Damn.
added about YouTube. So yeah, I think YouTuber is a big.
But I feel like it'll even out eventually. Like it'll be way harder,
To what? To YouTube.
yeah, to YouTube to be a content creator. Or I don't know,
I mean, it's
because it
going
can't
to
keep
be-
growing in this level, right? Like it's been past 4
I
years.
feel
that it's
like,
been-
see, it's going to be hard either way, yes, but it's not going to go out of the roster of, oh, profession I want to be in or try. Because YouTube is going to be always an open platform for like anybody, not just streamers or just gamers. Or
I mean YouTube, yeah, but where do you guys think Instagram and like TikTok or like fuck TikTok actually, just Instagram is going to go?
I mean,
Like the evolution of it from where it was to what it is right now to where it will be.
I feel like Reels is so dangerous because I feel like it catches on to your attention span. It catches on to how long you're watching a particular type of reel. Like it catches on to your mood, what you have spoken about. So it's literally reflecting.
all the time.
Yeah. Like my Instagram knows when I'm horny and when I'm like, there's like a activation level, like you're just below it. But if you go past it, you see like one ass shaking reel and you're like, you know what? Okay, I'll go jack off now. Like it always knows.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too.
Like Instagram, like that way, I don't know if it'll ever go out of fashion. Like because of the algorithm, because of how easy it is to
Yeah,
consume.
I feel like the popularity, it won't be like the most popular in social media platform, because I feel like other things will like similar to Instagram but better might come. Like that can always happen, but I don't think Instagram's like.
But I think if you look at pure quality wise, like humor or like how engaging an Instagram reel is, that comes up on your explore page that has like millions of views. If that video came out like 5 years ago, it would have been the most talked about video of that period of time. I feel like it's so saturated now with really good content. So I have no idea where it's going to go from here,
No.
because people are
I
making
genuinely can't tell
insane
anymore.
things.
But as people who create on Instagram, do you guys ever feel like you ever scared that one day you'll die and then
Yeah, that I've always known. Like even with the career that we all have, the career itself, I'm like very anxious about. I'm like, how long can I do this? I'm mainly doing this because it's the only thing that gives me money. It's my only way of living. But I'm constantly looking for other ways to make money, because I know I can't be established as a creator on Instagram, because one, it's too saturated. There are so many creators better than me, bigger than me. So other platforms, but I don't know.
But I feel like YouTube has that safety now as compared to Instagram. No, like YouTube feels like if you have like 1 million subs on YouTube, it feels a lot safer than if you had like 1 million followers on Instagram.
Even quality wise,
I mean, the two things is
Because you're earning directly. I have two reasons for this. One, you're earning directly from your videos, and two, there is a wall between you and your audience. Like they can't just DM you. They don't have that free access. To you.
that is actually one. And secondly, I feel like because everybody's creating short form videos, there aren't that many creators who create long form. So it feels like you're not competing with the whole fucking world.
But do you think that audience for long form is also decreasing?
I don't know about numbers wise, but I feel like the intensity with which people watch, it's still there. Like people who watch,
if anything, it's gone up. Yes.
it's gone up, yeah. Because like whatever's like, what else is there to watch? TV is dead. Like there are nobody's sitting and watching like channels. Then you're only competing with like Netflix, Amazon, Hotstar shows. But like watching a show is like extreme investment. But there
Yeah,
are a lot of
most
people.
people find it
yeah.
hard.
So most people, like, I can't watch any show. So I like to watch some where I'm not putting all my attention and I'm just watching maybe a 4 minute, 5 minute video or 10 minute video, and then I can go and do something else. So I feel like you're not competing with the whole world, which is nicer compared to like on Instagram where you think like everybody's making videos.
As of now, I'm trying to put out like one video a week on YouTube, and I genuinely don't know what to do with Instagram. Like I don't know what to put it in, what not to put it in, how much effort to put in, how little effort to put in. It's like very irritating.
Yeah, my Instagram is like a trash can.
But
But that works so well, right?
no, that's what. So what the problem you have, I see that as advantage. Because usually, initially has to be like, oh, I need to stick to a niche. I need to do only fashion videos, only make a video. But now I don't think people care also. They're just seeing content from you.
But I'll tell you, like
Respect.
the advantage he has. He takes his YouTube videos, he takes a bit, and then he uploads that
Yeah.
bit. So it's like the process is still the same thing, but it's feeding like
You
two
don't
two
have
social
to
medias.
make something for
That's what. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe if I can similarly, like I can take a section of
Yeah.
like my YouTube videos and then upload that. Maybe that'll work out better.
That's what I realized with the making the longer vlogs, like the vlogs, and cutting them short and putting them to Instagram. That I don't think to blow up on Instagram or for the videos to do well on Instagram, you have for reels it has to be vertical. Like
Like,
you can
it
make
can
a
be
landscape
horizontal
footage
also.
with like
The
background,
yeah.
and like they do extremely well if it's engaging enough. So that's been quite a revelation.
So, yeah, I remember before it used to be like a huge headache. No, like what do we shoot vertical, what do we shoot
Even when
horizontal.
reel came, like the time crunch was a huge problem.
Can you tell like what bit will do well now, or do you
I
still?
can't tell what bit will do well, but I like on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram.
I feel like something which is shock value in the first 3-4 seconds. does really well. For example, the video where uh, I'm telling Gayu that I will tell Shamini's dad that Shamini
Ah.
Gayu has a
So
crush
they're
on her.
waiting for like a.
Yeah, but that so you can't. The edit for YouTube is different from the edit to Instagram. The edit to YouTube is slower. Like you can build up to it.
You
on
can build context.
Yeah. But on Instagram, I had to put the part where she's already yelling at me and then go back to. So they don't know what she's yelling about. She's like, "Sharan, I will kill you. Sharan, I will kill you." And then I'm telling everybody that, "Oh, but guys, I'm going to tell Shamali's dad about Gayu having a crush on him." So I caught the attention in the first 3-4 seconds.
And with the vlog, do you have like a, so for example, you've shot a bunch of bits, you've shot 10 bits last week, longer, shorter, whatever. You know, these 3 are really good and these 2 are like okay. So do you make sure there's like an equal number of really good bits, medium bits, and okay bits, or do you try to make sure the energy is always 100%?
They're all really good bits, bro.
You're
So
welcome.
you don't have that's what, you don't have favoritism amongst bits.
No, of course I have.
That's what I'm saying.
Bits wise, it varies. Like that's the first of all, the good bits are the ones which are hardest to edit because I'm very finicky about what to put, what not to put. But like there are different types of bits. You know, I don't categorize them as good. I mean, there are obviously some bits which are really good, which I know. Like for example, the bit where we are telling Gayu's mom that
Yeah.
Gayu's pregnant.
Gayu's not. It's
Yeah.
a bit.
I think also the best bits are
But
spur of the moments.
Gayu also knew that this is a good bit because she's saying in it. She's like, "I'll go tell Amma to come now
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
like
that's why I went and called.
because we know it's a good bit, but there are not like you can't always categorize them as good bits. So there are. I usually have like 1 minute bit or 1.5 minute bit and then short bits, or like storyline wise whatever.
Like some you obviously know is going to
Yeah,
click.
yeah.
Some just happened.
Yeah, but it's also like it's become way easier now because like I've edited so many videos.
Yeah, what vlog are you on now?
Now I'm on 524 or something.
That is insane.
So it's
But
like
I think my fear of doing one thing is like Shata is so good at the vlogs. He's extremely good. It's like watching Neymar. Like he knows when the defender is gonna fuck up. He knows when to.
reflex.
Yeah, it's like a reflex. He knows when to pull out the camera. He knows when to instigate a moment. But he can't fucking buy oranges. I asked him, Shata, can you buy the oranges that you peel and eat?
He's still
He
on
went,
this.
he went to the store. He called me. Aryan, what oranges do you want? I said, Shatter, the peeling oranges. That's mandarin, right? Like Mandarin in Russian. I was like, yeah, that's that. He comes home with the fucking normal oranges. I asked him to get bacon from Lulu Mall. He bought some fucking ugly ass.
We still
Like it looks
don't
like
know.
trash.
No, we still don't know what meat it is.
Yeah, and it looks nothing like bacon. He
It
went to
didn't
fucking
taste like-
Lulu.
the thing is, like I know what you're talking about. He recently told me you're a great vlogger but a terrible human being.
Yeah, like he's optimized his it's like Cristiano Ronaldo has optimized himself to score goals and nothing else. It's the same thing.
First of all, I hate grocery shopping. It reminds me of the
We're talking about
mundanity of life.
Topics.
Mundanity.
The mundanity, whatever. Like the normalcy of life. I hate grocery shopping. Just Swiggy Genie it, man.
This video is
It's
sponsored
sponsored
by.
by
This whole bit was orchestrated as a Swiggy plug.
manifesting.
But that's what I don't think it's the fact that you're bad at it. You just don't give a shit.
No, it's not that I can be good at it. I just don't care.
That's what you generally can be good at a lot of things, but you're just like,
But what specifically are we
That's what, like
talking?
grocery shopping, he'd be great at. He'd be the best grocery shopper in the world. But he needs to be the absolute best at everything that he does. So he can't do. So he's either absolutely incapable of a thing, or he's like
Is that why you hate dancing?
dancing. I feel like he hates because he's on the spot.
No, he
like
gets
he's
very
actually,
stressed.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
dancing is like it's
Like, it's
childhood.
angry.
No, it's childhood trauma. Because
Oh.
everybody used to make fun of me.
But otherwise, when you're enjoying yourself and you dance, it's so much fun.
Yeah. But when you ask me to dance, it reminds me of.
No, but like you,
Annual day,
Annual day.
2003.
no, even when you want to do a dance video, when you initiate,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah. It's like that's what I like. So day before yesterday we had the party, right? I wasn't dancing. All of you guys were dancing. Then yesterday when Abhiram was getting the tattoo in the tattoo parlor, nobody's dancing. I'm dancing. Somebody's saying just yesterday you could have danced. You weren't dancing. You were sitting and staring at us.
at the party, I don't know, when I drink, like something happens to me
Yeah,
where
there's
I
a
become
demon.
Okay.
I don't know what it is,
I-
but I just want to be a menace. You know what I was gonna do? When we went to TBJ, I was gonna take spray paint and like fuck some shit up. I don't know what I was gonna do, but I really wanted to go spray paint something.
So
Like I felt this overwhelming urge.
We've all seen Aryan drunk before, and it's either so drunk that he's happy, or he's so tired that he's like, I want to sleep. So he'll throw up and he'll sleep. This time, when he drank, I was talking to our friend Abhiram, and he was asking me like, "Oh, how you been?" Because we've not seen each other for years. Aryan enters the scene. He was hopping around in different groups. What do you call it? Multitasking and being friendly and talking, chatting. He comes, and then he had this very unpredictable look on his face, which was scary. But I was like, okay, it's just him being him. We went back to talking. He takes Abhiram's feet, so he has the habit of, if it's one of us, he'll just like massage feet or like whatever. Takes Abhiram's feet, removes his sock, 1 feet. He looks at us, makes intense eye contact with Abhiram and me, and he's standing next to the balcony of their house. He takes the sock, and I'm like, yeah, he's gonna pretend like he's gonna throw it.
Oh
He
my
fully threw the sock outside the window, which is next to a church.
Yeah, it went into the church.
Yeah, and it's still there on
And
that
both
roof.
Abhiram and I looked at each other like, what just happened? And I was like, did you throw it? Did you throw it? I was like, Aryan, what's wrong with you? He was just like,
Yeah, like
No
I told you I was gonna do it.
there was no remorse.
I still don't feel remorse.
And then I walk into the scene, the crime scene,
And Abhiram just
Abhiram is looking at me as if I've killed his family. As if I have killed. I just walked in. And Abhiram is, first of all, he's not even sitting like this. He's sitting like this. He's also drunk. He's sitting like this with one leg in the air without any sock.
And I am explaining what happened to Sharan. Aryan takes his one sock and throws it to be
I
even.
thought like to even it out. No, first I took that sock, put it on Abhiram, then I took it off him again, and then I threw it out.
No, I get the impulse of doing like when you're drunk, you're like, yeah, let's, I'm up for anything. Not this.
The serial socks thrown.
Yeah, and Abhiram's reaction was so like I expected him to say something, do something.
I
He just looked broken. He was just like,
he was
Yeah, I expected him to be angry or something because he's also drunk.
he was just like, what the fuck, man?
He was just, he didn't say anything.
Yeah,
He
he
was
didn't say anything.
speechless for like,
Funny thing is, we went down and we got his sock. Abhiram's sock is gone forever.
Yeah, because it's
It's
like,
donated to the church now. It's Jesus Christ's sock. Jesus Christ is a free
Free
elf.
Catholics are coming for you.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't enjoy alcohol at all. But when I do,
Shut
I'm a
the
menace.
fuck up.
I really don't like it. But that night I just wanted to drink.
We didn't even know you drank.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
I
you
was
were
really
drinking
First of all, you
water.
took like a fucking coffee mug or something
Teacup.
Teacup,
yeah.
transparent teacup. So I
with like
thought,
transparent alcohol.
yeah,
Which alcohol tends to be.
not all alcohol. He's not wrong.
And yeah, that was.
Do you enjoy drinking?
I don't like alcohol taste. Anybody who says I like the taste, they're lying. Once in a while, I'm like, oh, I want to get fucked up. So I drink. I don't like the process.
Why do people want to get fucked up?
That's what you just don't want to be sober.
But why?
Like, it's-
Is it because life is so bad?
No, it's just.
No, there is that also.
Yeah, sorry, go on. Yeah.
Oh, like
I'm
so
just
bad.
I'm just projecting. You guys.
He's like, I don't want to talk about it.
So, I mean, it's so once you're drunk or when you're getting tipsy, your inhibitions are going down. So you become a fun person. I'm not generalizing. Most people don't have this reaction. I like it because I'm a very shy person. So if I want to party and let loose once in a while, alcohol genuinely helps. So that's why I like it. So I'm like having fun with my friends drinking. I can't do it with strangers. This is also why I don't like casual drinking, where it's like socializing and stuff. Because again, you're like taking sips and you're like having brunch and I don't like that. If I'm drinking,
You wanna get
I need to be tipsy or something on those lines. Not like to a point where you're throwing up. I know that's happened, but that's not something I intentionally do. But yeah.
Why do you drink?
For me, it's like when you're sober, there's a way you think, and then when you're drunk, there's a different way of thinking. So it's not like I need to be around people to drink. I can drink on my own. more than happily. But I need to be in a certain, like, I don't want to be sober. I need to feel like that. I just feel like not thinking the way I currently think. Like thinking, I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes when you're drunk and you watch something, it hits different. Like you enjoy more stupid humor, or you enjoy. It feels like you're relaxing. Sometimes it's that, and sometimes it's the different way of
I
thinking.
think when
guess.
you're at a point when you're drinking alone, then
I don't know.
That's called depression.
Yeah.
No,
Because I've done it once in my life.
You've drank
and
alone?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How bad was life?
It was pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, after that I've not.
I
But-
think drinking alone is
But
way
what
nicer
does it
than
do to
bringing
it?
people.
Do your emotions? If you drink, do you
See,
like
that
if you're
also, that like your. I understood what.
yeah,
sorry,
because
okay.
like for example, like I don't drink, but I see people go through like a high range of emotions. Suddenly they're very, very, very sad. Suddenly they're very, very, very happy. Suddenly they're very violent.
So usually that range happens. So when I'm drinking and the initial is like euphoria, right? Like the tipsy where you're just like hugging everybody, calling people you don't talk to. That is euphoria. That's when you're at your happiest. Then if you're already sad that day, or you've had some kind of I don't know, sadness that you've been suppressing, it will come up. That's when people cry. That's when the things that they usually show like slightly, I'm kind of sad about it, it goes through the wall. So with alcohol, the slightest emotion that you feel when you're sober, I feel like it increases it. Because again, there is no inhibition when you're drunk.
I don't feel sad on alcohol. Like when I drink alone, I feel like the main character. Like it just feels.
You drink alone.
I've drunk alone. That's what I've been saying.
that day he was at a party, but he drank alone.
Yeah, I was at a party, but I was drinking
There were
alone.
like 15 people in the house.
No, like
you
I've got,
know, it's a problem when you're in a room full of people, but you feel alone, guys.
I've got to like a bar.
What
had
the fuck?
food,
Where?
drank on my
Where?
own in Moscow.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, Volga.
Imagine
No,
walking
I
in a
know in
velocity
Cochin.
and he's just sitting there.
That's what you can't do certain things like that in Cochin. Like that
Yeah,
kind of
no.
Why
sucks.
not? I
'Cause
mean, you'll
it's-
meet people you know, but
No,
That's
'cause
what like
the-
you don't want to.
No, the atmosphere of drinking is
Yeah,
different. No.
it's not nice.
Because here it's either partying or you're drinking at home.
Yeah,
That's fine.
the music has to be nice. The atmosphere has to be nice. The weather has to be
Like
nice
the
outside,
whole,
so you can go for a
I'll
walk.
have a beer kind of thing.
Sometimes it's so fun to just watch football while drinking, alone or with or otherwise.
I think that's one thing I've not enjoyed when I'm drunk. I can't watch things.
Sports.
Like not just sports, like movie. See, I can't
yeah?
watch. Yeah, I have to like have fun, like move around.
I've seen a lot of drunk people. But one of the funniest instances of seeing a really drunk person is this is when my friend Karun was living in Chennai, and we were at one of his friends' places, like a really nice house, like a really fancy house, really nice dinner table, and they were all outside in the balcony smoking, and they had ordered biryani. This was in Chennai, so they ordered biryani. So the biryani came, and there was this really one drunk. I don't know him personally, but there was really like one drunk dude who was sitting at the dining table, and really fancy house. Okay, so really fancy dining table. And I'm sitting at the couch, which looks at the dining table, so I can see whatever he's doing. So the biryani has come. Everybody else is smoking outside. He takes one biryani, and I can see him taking it out of the container, like it's one container. So he's taken it out of the container, he's put it on the table, and he's eating it. And then Karun comes out. So, like he's eating, I can see him eat. I'm on the phone. Suddenly Karun comes and he makes a noise. He's like, huh? And then, then I looked up. And then I wanted to know why he made that reaction. So I got up and I walked towards the table because he's looking at the table. This man was so drunk, he didn't use a plate.
The table was his plate.
There was a mat. There were mats because fancy house mats.
my
He just put the
God.
biryani
What the fuck?
on the mat. He's eating it.
Are you
Karun is
serious?
looking at me like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Oh my
And
god.
Karun is almost looking at me and he still today he accuses me. He's like, that poor guy was eating, and you didn't even tell him. You didn't have the heart to tell him.
You didn't say, but
I didn't see. If I had seen, I would have laughed and I would have kept watching him do it. I'm not going to
You would've
correct him
taken
and
a video or
say,
something.
yeah.
it's not like you can stop a drunk person also.
Yeah,
They're at their
negotiating with
stubborn-
drunk people is very irritating.
I'm very hypocritical about this because if I'm not drunk, if there's a drunk person, instead of being like, you know how it is when you're drunk, I get very irritated.
Yeah.
Like I get very irritated if I am also not tipsy.
Oh, like if you're not tipsy, but
And
they
the
are
other
tipsy.
person-
Yeah,
drunk,
and
yeah.
the usual traits are you keep repeating yourself,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you'll get very stubborn. And I'm assuming I'm also like that when I'm drunk, but like I get very annoyed if I'm sober.
You'll never drink over ever.
I don't know.
Maybe since you're quitting soft drinks.
So I'm
could
going to
start
start.
with the
I'm
alcohols.
going to be in a bucket of soft drinks on Jan 1st. I can assure you that.
Oh, till Jan 1st.
I will be sitting alone in a bar drinking Coke and watching football in a strange
But
city.
what? No, Jason, you'll never.
I don't know about like. I think drinking is attached to this, but I don't know if I've said the story also. But for me, drinking and smoking up and any other drugs or anything related to that is attached to like who I am, which is like I think everybody starts drinking at the age of like 14, 15 because you know your school seniors are
Yeah.
drinking or that's like what the
Peers and
culture is
stuff, yeah.
normally, right? 14, 15 you try with your friends and it's always
It's the
fun.
exciting thing at the time.
Yeah, it's an exciting thing. But I feel like my sense of self is very important to me, which is when I joined Choice in 11th grade, I remember I call her Malu Chechi. So she was my senior. So Malu Chechi was in 12th, I was in 11th. So during dispersal, she said, bye Sharu, I'll see you at Sandy's. So I said, what the fuck is Sandy's? So she said, it's a hookah bar. So I said, why would I see you there? He's like, because you'll come to smoke hookah. I said, why will I come to smoke hookah? She's like, bro, everybody comes there to smoke hookah. I said, but I don't smoke hookah. And then the moment I said this, she laughed. But it came from a very like, you are like everybody else. You will also smoke. We all smoke. And something about that laugh never sat right with me. Like it made me feel like I'm like everyone else. So I said, no, I'm not. I'm not coming to Sandy's. No, I'll never come to Sandy's. And I've never been to Sandy's. I've only heard of the urban legend, which is Sandy's.
This is in Cochin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very like shady place people used to.
So ever since that, I was like,
Fuck
I
it.
don't want to be like everyone else. Which is how it started. And then it was just fun to like. I feel like if I get drunk, I won't be able to fully enjoy when other people are smashed and doing stupid shit.
But I don't know.
because
I don't know until you. At least once I want to see like how you are.
I'm
scared.
I'm very curious to find out
I'm
how I'd
very
be.
scared.
I'm very
If
curious.
this is like the sober.
Yeah, that's what. So most people are like you when they're drunk.
Yeah.
Like they need to get drunk to be on this level of like aggression or
Yeah.
or
because
being able to confrontational.
Yeah, not just that. Like I feel like me as a sober person has very intense emotions, which is like if I'm happy, I'm very happy. If I'm sad, I'm very sad.
I feel like
That
you
is-
would become normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is without me being drunk. So if I drink, I don't know what'll. Like I'm also curious. To
What are
find
your thoughts? What is your prediction?
My one main prediction was like when we've discussed this before, I was like, I feel like if he ever gets properly drunk, he'll go quiet. He'll become normal. Like I don't want to vlog.
Really? I feel like he'll be like emotional, crying, drunk types.
I mean,
Yeah, if I'm sad at that time, I'll cry
I've
for
seen
sure.
him like that sober, so I can't, I can't tell. So like I feel like it wouldn't make a difference. It's either that or he'd just be like normal.
Like I feel like the only time I would be ready to drinking, I wouldn't do any of the other things. But drinking, I feel like if I could make a really great vlog, I'll just drink once.
For
Alone.
the vlog.
Huh?
Alone.
No, not alone with everyone.
With everyone.
But
But then you
like,
need somebody else to vlog it.
yeah, someone else will
Yeah,
vlog it, but
obviously.
like the steps of like I want to feel because I want to get drunk. Like I only seen like people get drunk, right? Like I've seen the classic telltale signs of.
Yeah. You're
So
tipsy,
that'll be-
then you're
yeah,
slosh, then you're fucked.
So I feel like that'll be a lot of fun to watch. Like one thing I love about drunk people is because their inhibitions are gone. Like you meet people in social circles, and they know you, you know them, but they will never talk to you. You will never talk to them. And the moment they drink, they forget that those structures exist. So they will suddenly become overtly friendly. They will tell you stuff. They will be like, "Oh my god, this. Oh my god, that." And then again, when they're sober, the next day they won't remember any of it, or they don't want to remember. I don't know which one.
Both.
I want to know what I would tell somebody I wouldn't normally
Damn,
talk
the
to.
stories you would tell. The people you might call. Damn.
I feel like that will be.
But I feel
Yeah.
like that in that way, alcohol is good. Like imagine if somebody came to you and was overly nice and told you all these things,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they were
no,
dead sober.
You know, sometimes
Like
when
then you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sometimes when I see drunk people, I feel jealous because they're so happy.
Yeah, they're just enjoying.
Like
I feel like
you-
it's a good way to let loose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
I've
exactly.
like I never let loose. Like there's some element of control at all times, so that way it's
Like the
kind of
confidence I feel when I'm drinking, I don't feel it when I'm sober.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence. It gives you that feeling of.
Yeah.
How does a hangover feel?
"Ooh."
I mean, I've not. The worst hangover I've had is one of the worst is that Ramada party where I passed out. It's like your entire body has dry mouth.
Dry mouth.
Yeah, your entire body is just sensitive to light, sound, anything. And like even me turning to you with just my head, the entire world will turn with you.
Oh my god.
So even in your sleep, when you're awake, you're just like fully drunk. Like the alcohol is still in your system. So you might eat something during the day, midday you might throw up because it's trying to get out of your system. So it's any like alcohol or drugs, the downer is just the worst.
I feel like for me, like the hangover is like my muscles hurt, everything hurts, like the whole body hurts, my eyes hurt, my head hurts. It's the worst feeling on earth. Like it's not worth the drinking. But that's what I don't understand. What alcohol has going for it? Like it tastes like shit, and then gives you like a few hours of like woo. But then even that might make you puke, and then in the morning and the next day you're fucked again. I don't understand like what alcohol, like how people can
I
drink
mean, it's
weekly,
the whole process of it, no?
like the
it's
community with it.
Yeah, like the let loose part.
Yeah, the let
that's
loose part is the
Yeah,
like
that's
even I
what
used to
they're-
be like I used to always ask Mama like why would anybody drink anything if it doesn't taste? But apparently gin tastes good. Or
No,
doesn't taste
Gin
at all.
is the lesser of the evil. I feel
I
like.
hate gin. Like I can't
The
stand.
most
the taste of
evil
gin.
is Brogoat.
I like Broco.
Brogot actually tastes fine.
I
Broco-
like Broco because you don't have to drink a lot to get tipsy. One, and it kind of tastes like wine or beer. Two alcohols that I'm taste wise I'm okay with.
No, because like last episode or last to last episode we shot, Abhiram was drinking through the episode. Abhiram and Shilpa were drinking through the episode, and I've seen Abhiram drink a lot, and usually he doesn't get drunk that quickly.
Yeah, Brogot.
But two Brocoats and he was fucked. He doesn't know what like he was
Yeah,
saying
the
half the
alcohol
time.
ratio in that is insane.
Insane.
I can't stand vodka. I cannot stand vodka, brandy, even whiskey. Can't. Because when you throw up on one particular alcohol, that will haunt you for the rest of your life. These three are like that for me.
Yeah.
I feel like another reason I never drank is because I grew up in a culture where all the boys used to show off about how much they can
They
drink.
drink.
Like their manhood was
Yeah.
like directly proportional to.
Like kids used to put alcohol in their water bottle to school and bring.
Yeah.
Really?
That's happened in school.
When you were in school or when you were in school?
When I was, I mean, it's before I joined, they got caught. So I don't think they did it after that. But
That way, I feel like I was so thankful because I've grown up around like my parents, like my father, my mom doesn't drink, like socially drinking with his friends. We would have house parties and stuff. So I've never been curious as to when I grow up, I want to drink alcohol. Even my close friends, like my circle at the time in school, we grew up around those people. But the people around us were like, boys used to change uniform, go to bar, buy. Like it was like a thing.
Culture. Yeah, it's like a culture amongst boys.
Yeah, it's a
that
culture.
it-
Yeah, but at the same time, at home we could like sit and drink, like because
Oh.
of our, not that we were drunkards, but I was never like curious about alcohol.
This strong sense of self thing, has it ever, like, have you ever felt like fuck? Why can't I just be like everybody else?
yeah. a
Like,
lot of times.
huh?
What
A lot
really?
I mean, sometimes like when you see a lot of like not a lot of drunk people, but when you see
I'm not talking about alcohol specifically. It can be like whatever you do with in like your whole being.
the thing with strong sense of self is sometimes you feel like you are yourself stuck up. Like if I were to view me as a different me.
That's
looking at
would you
me,
be friends with you?
Maybe not.
What really?
I don't know. I don't think I'd be a very easy person to be friends with.
You're not, but would
Shut the fuck.
Yeah, that's why we're brothers.
I've never thought about how if it will be hard or easy to be friends with me.
like if you're looking from
Look, yeah, that I've never thought. But sometimes there are times when like I understand the letting loose. Like I just want to let loose. I don't want to feel things. I don't want to feel certain emotions. I just want to suddenly because alcohol is like for example with alcohol you're suddenly drinking and you're like ooh even if you're
Yeah.
pretending to that ooh
Yeah.
somewhere it's coming from right.
there is like an activity you're doing and then
yeah,
you're
yeah.
passing the threshold to who.
Yeah, but for me, that is never there. So I feel every single emotion at all times, constantly. There's not an activity that I can do which will like make me forget things, like whatever I'm feeling at that time.
Hmm.
And I also feel like as a person, I feel emotions very intensely. So it's like I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very sad. I'm
But
Like
what about
you're
the
drunk.
angry. Yeah.
what about the individualism aspect of it? Like these choices where you have actively chosen not to be a certain way or not to do a certain thing.
Yeah, no, so that I feel like again, like I said in a previous episode, adds to that mentality of like achieving things, winning things.
Hmm.
Like I think in this current day and age, for example, not drinking or not doing drugs. I mean, as a 30-year-old, it doesn't take much, but as an 18-year-old, to say no to your friends, to be not part of those interactions, that's a big deal.
That's a win that you carry with yourself.
Yeah, that's a win that I'm like, oh fuck, 18-year-old Sharan did that. So like it comes down to what is peer pressure. Like I've never felt peer pressure in my life. I'm very comfortable in my own skin. Not so that just adds to that element of things. Like
Do you think we would have been friends if we weren't brothers?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think we're very different people. I don't think we'd be friends.
Yes,
Yeah,
are
we are
very
very different, but that doesn't mean we. Damn. Man,
He's
we are
hurt.
You asked the
No,
question.
I feel like I'd be friends with you. I don't think you would have liked me that much
I
if
think I would
I.
have liked you.
See, the
I
thing
think,
is,
I think what you
yeah.
said
See,
makes
the
sense.
thing is, with me, with you, what I've noticed is everybody likes you. Like 99.9% people like you. I don't know anybody who like doesn't like you. But with me, it's either people really like me or people really don't like me.
There's a clear black
Yeah,
and
there's
white.
a black and white.
For me, I don't have that like really like or really dislike. For me, it's like everybody's lukewarm. I think like they don't have.
That's, I feel like your
Hmm.
perspective now, because you're always very doubtful about somebody liking you.
Like I also say that you might not be friends with me because I have had certain friends who, when we were growing up, we just happened to become friends, and then you obviously love them.
Hmm.
But then now when I look back at it, if I were given an opportunity, knowing everything I know, would I still be friends with them? No, maybe not, because they're like,
Like who?
I mean, I'll tell you after the podcast.
I want to know now.
But like they, like,
Like
it's
what aspect of it?
they're
what
difficult characters.
Okay.
Like you are more like you can't be super friendly. I don't think you can be super friendly with a person who's an extremely difficult character who doesn't adjust. I don't think I'm a person who adjusts a lot. People adjust around me a lot. Like for example, me and Afzal are such good friends because I can do whatever the fuck I want. He will be okay with it. And that means literally anything. Like if I enter his house at 3 o'clock in the morning with a camera and shove it in his face and waking him up and take him to McDonald's,
He will sing.
he will not have like he might have a problem, but I know he loves me and he will do it. But not you can't do that with everyone. Other people might say fuck off, like so. But you're very adjusting. You're a nice guy.
I think I
Doesn't
won't,
have
but
a
I'm only
choice.
adjusting with you. Like I'm not. Generally
That's
that
what I
good.
said. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
No, as in if we were friends, I don't think.
Yeah. That'd be very interesting. Damn. This is what I can think about tonight.
In the bar alone.
Yeah. While I drink, how would me and my brother be if we weren't brothers?
But what is the worst thing you've seen, like a drunk person?
This biryani thing is fun for sure.
The other thing was, at least it was like funny,
I mean,
like something at a party or like I don't know
I
something you
mean
witnessed.
violence I've seen a lot.
Fight. Yeah.
Fighting. Like I feel like people like just how every other emotion is enhanced, even your ego is enhanced a lot. So your ego gets hurt and then you're like in the constant loop of like trying to show people. But I genuinely feel like there are certain people who should never have alcohol. Like I've seen people who they're very sweet when they're not.
Because they're violent or because they're sad?
Because they use it as an excuse to be like a certain kind of dick.
Yeah, that I feel like a lot of people use.
Lots.
But also they're versions of when they're sober and when they're not, and they're not a good version when they're alcoholic. I mean when they're under the influence.
Like
I
they're
feel
violent.
Yeah, they're violent. They're disrespectful.
And then they use that. Oh, I was drunk, so you can't
Yeah,
say
or
anything.
their friends
also.
will say, "Oh, he was drunk." You know how he is when he's drunk. So that I feel like isn't.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. But that's another purpose which like this life gave me, because before vlogging I was always the awkward kid at the party. I'm still awkward, but like
Like
now
you have
I have a
nothing to do.
purpose. Now I have something to do. Like I'm running around with the camera and trying to capture moments, right?
So it feels like you're a part of that moment because you have a camera with you.
Yeah. But other than that, like people who are drinking are always talking, and they always have a drink in their hand. They know what to do with their body parts. Like, like what if you're not drinking anything? Like, how much Coke or Red Bull or water can you drink? Like, after a point, because it's like a sport you're taking part in, and a person who's not taking part in that sport, like, you're drinking, and then in half an hour you want to smoke. And then you go out for a smoke break, and then you see 5-6 people there smoking, and then you're into that conversation. It's literally like you're going to the Olympics or something.
Yeah.
And then you come out and you're like, fuck, you want a drink, bro? Okay, let's have a drink. Then you go on. But if you're not, yeah, then suddenly one person comes, shot. And I love those people also. Like people who are like, they're the life of the party. Like they literally are like directors of the party. Like there aren't a lot of people like that. They know when the energy is getting a little too less, they need to bring shots out.
Guys drink.
Yeah.
Those people scare me.
Those people I love. I mean, I used to hate those people back in the day, but now I'm like, my vlog is dependent on those people.
So when you're vlogging, can you tell when somebody, like for example, there's 3 people, 2 people having a conversation, you can see the third person loading with a joke. Can you see those moments happening?
Yeah.
So it's not like you're taking part in the conversation. You're also kind of watching everybody's reactions.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so hard to do. Like whenever I have to shoot with your camera, I'm not looking through the camera. I'm looking at the people.
But I feel like that's what everyone feels about everyone else's jobs. Like, for example, if I see Gayu's like pictures she uploads, I'm like, how the like if she asked me to take those photos, I've taken photos sometimes. She's never uploaded, by the way.
It's not my Brandon approved.
But like, I'm like, how the fuck? But it could be something as simple as like putting the fucking frame so that she's in the center, or with your like videos. So that I feel like everybody feels that about other people, like somebody else's. Like I never used to feel it because I'm not doing everybody else's work, right? So when somebody takes my camera and doesn't record properly, I'm like, how the fuck is like how can it be so hard? Then when I've done like a little bit here and there for other people, I'm like, okay, it is fucking hard actually. Like you have no idea.
Like our first videos and all was so like the process was so different compared to.
But that's also because you went in with the structure, no? Like you guys, this had to be.
I still get messages about Ugran.
Yeah.
Ugran,
Yeah.
guys, if you've not, I know most of you have, hardcore fans have, but if you go to Sharan's YouTube channel, you go to the initial video, there's a video called Ugran. It's still one
it's
of my
so
favorite.
fucking funny.
Like I watch it when I'm sad.
Yeah, that's a funny
Ugran
video.
and there's one more.
The handcuff video.
Not handcuff. I think the wedding crashing one.
Wedding crash.
Yeah. I love those two
Those are
videos.
classics. Ugran recently put up like a random photo of like
Like
lady's finger, and somebody texted me saying, do you know why Vendaki is called lady's finger? Yeah, somebody texted me that whole line.
like the comedy still like holds up. Like, the comedic timing of the edit and like what Ammuma says. And,
You edited that on your
It
laptop.
took like some 3 months to edit that.
yeah, I mean initial editing.
Yeah,
It was
those
so
are
fun.
tough. Alright, thank you guys for listening to my poop and making your own stories.
If you ever see me in corduroy pants, stay away.
Because you never know what's underneath them.
Kids, don't drink.
Yeah, don't drink. Change the culture, guys. Unless we are vlogging, then drink as much as you want.
We.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.